here we go on the 2005 Jetcraft. We're gonna give this a start, cold start. Hop on in here at the dock. Okay, make sure that motor's in. We probably have to have this trolling motor turned this way. And we probably, well, we'll start it first since it's already in. Okay. And neutral for start, on run, choke, and pull start. And there we go. Start it up. Looks like it's got a good stream on the water's telltale. Very nice. Okay, let's go ahead and put it in gear. Forward. Actually, we probably should let it warm up a little bit and turn off the choke. A lot of people don't know this, but on the side here, there's a button you can push, and it won't go into gear. Probably a little bit too early for it. Put the choke back on. I'll just try it with the choke on. You push this button. Push that button in. And you can, it's not actually running in gear. There we go. And then you go back to neutral and it'll actually click back in. Now when I shift in, it'll be in drive. There we go. Got forward thrust. Back to neutral. A little bit hard to get into gear. I can still tell she's cold. Restarted good. Okay, reverse thrust, good. Shifted into gear nice and well. Drop back into neutral easy. Okay, and then our kill switch off. Perfect. Okay, and then on these, I believe, oh, this one's not set. There's a release right there. You can manually do it, but I believe if you have it set, go. That's up and stationary there on the little A-horse. And then let's start off the trolling motor, or sorry, the main motor. Okay, key on and crank. Wow, that's got a powerful stream there. That's fuel injected. That's why it's usually really easy to start. Fuel injection is a big value because you're not cranking with choke and everything like we did on this one. It's a play and go. And that's got a stream, holy smokes. We're charging, it looks like we're charging. We got a little over half a tank of fuel, 900 RPMs on the tack there. Turn on the power here. This is a Humminbird 525, and then this has the dual beam. Okay. And then we've got our bilge pump. I can hear it running. Horn, that's loud in here. I'm sitting here spinning us in circles. Okay. And then going to forward. Okay. Now I think we've got accessories here. We do have a stereo in here. It's a pile. I wouldn't count on huge performance out of that. But hey, it's always nice to have some tunes. I can't turn them on though right now because it'll be playing some song and then YouTube will say, you can't see this, have that music. So we won't try the stereo yet. Okay, perfect. Got a little storage compartment here. Area up in the front. Pretty straightforward boat. I like this boat because it's basic, man. Super straightforward, super simple boat. Good EFI 60 horse. I'll bet that'll move the boat. It's kind of a flat bottom boat. These Jetcraft have a really nice hydrodynamic to them because of their flat bottom. I'm pretty fond of flat bottom boats. Okay, and then this does not have GPS though. No, this is just a fish finder. So I'll go ahead and bust out my phone here and we will fire off our speed Boat test tools and speed box. There we go. So we'll use this phone for our speed test when we are running. Okay, we're in gear, just in neutral, or I mean just above neutral there, idle speed. Dropping the motor all the way in. Okay, and then I'm going to bring the throttle up here to about 2,500 RPMs. Okay, there's 2,500 RPMs right here. The boat will probably get on the plane. Maybe not. It's about there. It's wanting to get on the plane, but not quite there. We're barely moving at 6 knots, 6 miles an hour. I'll add a little bit more throttle here. Bring us up about 35. Okay, 35 miles an hour still. Now we're on a plane, but she doesn't want to set down until we go a little bit faster. That's only 3,500 RPMs though. Of course, when we turn, we'll probably start planing because it lays on a flatter side of the boat. Okay, and then we'll go hit our wake and we'll get this opened up so we have some real footage for you here. We're gonna hit our wake going this slow. It's gonna be pretty bouncy this way. Okay, and I'm putting it up on a little bit more. There's 4,500. Boat's really laying down, trimmed all the way down. Climbing up in speed with 26. Now we're really scooting along now. Transducer's throwing a little bit of water up, but that's kind of how it goes on some of those installs. Okay, we're almost full throttle. I'll go ahead and open it up the rest of the way. And that's full throttle, and now I'm trimming. Bringing up the bow a little bit. There we go. Starting to bump a little bit. We got 32 miles an hour. Full speed ahead. Nice spray off the transducer there. Have to lift that transducer up. Okay. We're going to go into a sharp turn here. Start doing some maneuvers. Holds tight in the corner. Wants to come off plane, but we'll have to give her some throttle. Bring her back up. Okay, here's our wake here. We're going to pound that pretty good. Okay, got in the other direction. One thing that's nice though, steering wheel is holding on its own, so I'm not getting any feedback from the motor. I can go at any position. I can lay the boat straight, and it'll hold straight there. We don't really have any listing at normal listing. We've got the side curtains and the top. We don't have a backdrop. I don't believe we have a backdrop for this boat. All right, here's the 2005 Jetcraft. This is a 1625, so a little over 16 feet long. We start out here with a 2-inch coupler on this galvanized trailer, and this is a custom weld trailer. And fold-away jack. We have a winch here. Strap's pretty worn, but still all there. Cranking on it pretty good. Safety chain up here on the front. Does have a spare tire there with you notice there's a galvanized rim on there. Also, that the lights on that front, those front 2 marker lights need some attention, so those are going to need it. Up in the bow, there's a lot of storage area up here. It's really wide. It's a really open bow, open and wide bow, plus a little anchor hatch in there. Put some anchors and your lights go up in that little notch there. So this is all rare. You actually have twin wipers on this, so that's a pretty special thing. Got big cleats on these, big heavy cleats on these. We're gonna have lots of scratches on this boat. However, I don't see any big dents. We got a little bit of paint bubble here, paint starting to bubble there, chips and nicks and stuff. We got some paint coming off here, paint coming off here, lots and lots of wear marks here, right there. However, the whole tiny little dent right there, that's about the biggest I can see. So you can see in the right light, but pretty much, and not in the right light, you can't even see it. Also too, we'll have new hubs on this for it. They will be here before it's picked up and driven, but we have new hubs, and we'll probably put new wheels on there too, because it's rusty and they're cheap and they look so much better without them. So try to look past that. Okay, we've got 8 horse. This is an 8 horse 4-stroke trolling motor on here. It's pull start, so it's not electric start, it's pull start, and seemed to run good, do good. We have the 60 horse fuel injected for the main on this one. So this is a really nice motor. It's super easy to work on, yet good power, very reliable motor because it's super easy to work on. They don't break a lot, so that's one thing that's nice about this motor. I really like that. And it's fuel injected too, so that's a big difference from carbureted motors. Okay, so you see more chips and things. There's the underside of the boat there. You can see it better than I can right now. Okay, this fuel tank is connected directly to that trolling motor. So it's not plumbed to the main, but it could easily be done so. Got Scotty rod holders on this as well. So those are about that. We've got this condition on the side. I don't see any dents on this side. You can see the paint bubbles and scrapes and stuff. There's a couple dings up here on the front side, dock dings here. You can see they'll touch up on them. Yeah, fairly small, not too outrageous. Good. There's your under the boat condition there. All right, I'm going to hop up inside here. Here on the back corner is where we have our light socket here for the all-around light, which is over there in that side gunwale compartment. Let's see, fuel fill on this thing. Where is the fuel fill on this thing? Right here on this back corner. So just remember, it's on the port side. Port side's the side you get in and out of. That's why it's called the port side. And that's where you fuel it with gas on this boat too. Okay, we got some pretty basic interior here. Check it out. There's nothing in the way. You got 2 seats. Maybe somebody could sit there. You got 2 seats. There's gonna be a gunwale seating boat. This is how I'm riding in this boat, is right here. Okay, this has broken, these hatches, these latches are not working, so those will need to be replaced. Okay, and battery, so-so, age. Okay, but we can close this up though. All right, nice big motor trough here. Place to put your cooler probably right here. I'd get that fuel tank. I'd hook that right into the main line, but it does have an in-ground or in-the-floor fuel tank. Oh, we got our fire extinguisher, we got our fish finder. We showed on the run here in just a minute. We'll show that. This boat did really well on the water. We were really pleased with it. So even though you watch the video the other way, we see it, we do it in reverse. A little hole here, so about the size of my fingertip here on the canvas. Otherwise, the canvas looks pretty solid. Heavy duty canvas. Let's see. Unzip it here and open the front up. Snaps seem pretty good. The snaps are nice and they've been lubricated at one point, so they're good. We don't have a backdrop, as I said in the later in the video too, but we do have the side curtains here, so I don't really need the side backdrop anyways. You're too hot with that, or they rattle. Okay, there you go. That's pretty much it. I mean, we have RPM gauge, fuel gauge, and voltage gauge, and we showed those in the video. Accessory switches, our bilge pumps and whatnot. So we've got all those. Fish finder, turning it off, power, and the stereo. We don't test. Very good. That's it. Open this up to go out the front. You have to unzip that side too, and a couple of these snaps to go up in the front. Fairly simple. You need to put a bow mount trolling motor on this boat. That'll do. That'll be good. A couple more rod holders on here. Be a fishing machine. I bet it'd be a great crabbing boat too. It's so wide. The thing is with crabbing boats, you go to one side and they lean so far because you have to go on this side because everybody thinks, well, I'll have the crabber pull them on that side. The only problem, if you pull the crab pots on that side, on the port side, you can't see them when you're coming up to the pots. You can't get close enough to them without running them over. You have to bring them on this side so you can run alongside the boat here so you can see it. So a nice flat hole like this, you don't list a ton. So when you get two people on this side, you don't feel like you're going to tip over. But DV bows do. So there's give and take. There's give and take there. So head out to Florence, Oregon. This is where we're at. We're right on the coast. Easy in and easy out. Little family business. Come out here and pick this thing up and go fishing with it or do something. I think you tow a tube. I bet you could tow a tube. Wakeboard. No, I don't think skier, maybe. But definitely that. We got 32 miles an hour out of this boat. There we go.